Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Chanel, Diva of All Trades. I appreciate you for tapping in, for being here with me today. Today is January 24th, 2024. So we entering into, really a season of just overwhelming, overflowing abundance, shifts, change taking place. Major changes are taking place. Major changes are taking place. As we as we face our fears, as we break free of strongholds, bondages, anything that has held us captive in any way, spiritually, mentally, or physically. We're being elevated. We're being restored. Our energy is being regenerated. Our spiritual gifts are being awakened at this time. All right. So, before we get into our book club reading, we're going to get started with some cards. And I have before me a new deck I've been working on, my spiritual warfare deck. And before I get into it, which you see I just did a card pull on it. And before I get into the energy, I'm going to go ahead on and get us out some affirmations, some prayers, some words of encouragement. And I thank you, Father God. I thank you, angels, ancestors, and spiritual guides, for the divine energy that is flowing through me at this time. I thank you for the message that will be received. I thank you that this will be a message of clarity, to ignite healing, to bring forth awareness. Thank you, Father. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spiritual guides, for your divine message. Thank you for choosing me to be a vessel of your energy. A divine vessel, Father God, to speak through me. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for speaking through me. I thank you for using me. As a vessel of your divine energy. So I have, you are a prophetic dreamer. I'm speaking to someone that has prophetic dreams. So God makes you aware of things that are around you, things that are taking place in your energy, past, present, future, in your dream state. Playing a self-love retreat. It's time to pour more love back into yourself. It's time to take time away. It's time to separate. It's time to isolate. It's time to set up some healthy boundaries. Pour into yourself. This is a season of rest, refinement, and regeneration. You stood up against the odds and you won. And all that has been lost, stolen, destroyed, or forgotten about is being multiplied in this season. So remain encouraged, because God has your back. You didn't miss out on anything. You light up the room. You got some people, they don't like that. They want to dim your light. So the first card that came out when I shuffled into the spiritual warfare deck is the evil witch. There's an evil witch that is attacking your fertility at this time. There's an evil witch that has been attacking your fertility for quite some time now. And they're currently sending empty vessels to attack you. Death rituals have been done, past, present, future, are being done currently to stop your growth, to stunt your growth. Your finances. They want to end anything that is of fruition for you, anything that is fruitful for you, anything that will bring you prosperity. Dead spells, dead rituals are being done. But you're the generational curse breaker. So these people have met their match, whether they know it or recognize it yet. They're being defeated. They have been defeated. Yeah, they're sending in this incubus energy. Remain unaccessible at this time. Remain unaccessible. So you may have a spouse that have passed on. Divine feminine, and someone is sending in an incubus spirit to place you in an energy of promiscuity. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Affirm, I am free from the tricks, traps, and tactics of the enemy. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You're overcoming battles of depression at this time. Someone is using the element of fire to attack you. I'm speaking to the demon slayer. Yeah, for the devil and his minions, there's no better place to hide than behind the walls of the church. Again, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So remain unaccessible at this time. I'm speaking to you, the generational curse breaker. Yeah, they've done magic to swap destinies with you. I haven't finished shading in these cards yet, so they may be a little hard to see some of them, but you're being led to do a spiritual bath. Yes, definite witchcraft in the energy. I didn't even finish writing out that card. So whatever it is that's being done is being stopped, is being blocked, is being removed from your energy. Look, we got incubus and succubus energies. Yeah, trying to infect you. Spiritual infection. Incubus, succubus energies coming in to spiritually infect you as you sleep, because you're a prophetic dreamer. An empath. Yeah, you may have been experiencing some social anxiety, because of these spiritual predators that have been in your energy. The element of earth, again, look, there's the incubus. Yeah, the incubus is in hiding. The incubus the incubus is cloaking. This is someone that is cloaking their energy. Beauty spells are being done to attack your beauty, to attack your natural beauty, your internal beauty. Yeah, again, they want to swap destinies with you. They attack your business. Again, magic is being done to attack your fertility. All of this is beyond the stolen inheritance. So everything, all of these attacks that you've been, facing, these obstacles, the stalking, And all of those things are all because, you know, there's so many people that want to cover up this stolen inheritance. Yeah, some are in regret, but not all of them. So again, there's a group of people that have been in your energy attacking you. But again, this is a rude awakening. A rude awakening is taking place at this time. Let me see what went to it, fell to the floor. You got your sister-in-law set you up. This card been coming out. And the last few readings since I've been in this energy. Well, since this energy has been present, you know, stolen intellectual property is being returned at this time. Yeah, learn from your mistakes and move on. Again, your sister-in-law set you up. Yeah, you give freely from the heart. And that is your divine, abundant energy. They attack your business. I just seen the Empress holding this ancestral key. Stop trying to protect people that are obviously trying to destroy you. Your imagination and creativity is golden. Yeah, they want to keep up with you so they can copy, steal, and mock everything that you do. I'm sorry that some of these cards, again, are a little lighter than others and they're hard to see. Yep, stolen inheritance. There's no denying this stolen inheritance. There's no denying, you know, the attacks that you're under at this time. But remain confident. You know, God has you. God has your back. Your angels got your back. Your ancestors got your back. Yes. Again, you give freely from the heart. You're standing in this divine, abundant energy. And your sister-in-law is being called out at this time. Yeah, numbers relay messages of communications just as much as words do. So you've been seeing a lot of number synchronicities, 314 on the clock as I speak, and that's definitely synchronistic to me at this time. You transmuted their projections of lack into an abundant mindset. So we're in sync, we're in alignment with divine path, divine timing. These people are demonically possessed. But this is your season of harvest. The seeds that you have planted have reached a season of harvest. Yeah, they're trying hard to nullify your impactful existence. But for every attack, you're being rewarded because you've endured and you have overcome. You will be victorious in this season. Yeah, her evil ways of engagement and dark magic is being exposed. You got your family, your evil family members are working together in an attempt to destroy you. These are vengeance seekers. And they hating big time because you created this billion-dollar company after they stole from you. They did all of this to come against you, to come against your divine destiny, to come against you receiving this inheritance, this wealth, when you took nothing and created this billion-dollar company. You took what they left you with, which was nothing, and you created a billion-dollar company. Yeah, they coming in to spiritually poison you. Again, that's going back to that incubus, succubus energy. Yeah, you have a community that work with these evil family members to come against you. They're still recruiting people. And there's the hawk here. So again, you know, you're above these hoes. Stay above these hoes. Oneness, you know. That's your focus at this time because you are the starship. You're the starship. You know, the captain of the starship. Look at the stolen inheritance again. It's being exposed at this time. These are dark witch covens. You know. Again, your imagination and creativity is golden. And stop trying to protect these people that are trying to destroy you. But again, your stolen intellectual property is being returned to you. These are repeat messages. But someone was paid to come towards you. Standing in this hitman energy. Alter documents. So somebody was paid to come towards you. So if you have a portfolio of documents, if you have, you know, some documents, some personal documents, some confidential documents that were held in your home, that were held in what you considered a safe space, someone was paid to go into your home and copy those documents so that they can alter them. Yeah. All behind this stolen inheritance. Yep. Again, these vengeance seekers. But your true self needs to be fed and nourished in order to grow and evolve. You know, that's what you've been doing. Feeding yourself, feeding your truest self. Yeah, those evil and toxic projections backfired on them. Again, you learned from your mistakes and you moved on. So you're not perfect. You made mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're human beings, you know. That's what we do. We fuck up till we get it right. Attempted to reattach a curse that has already been broken. And it backfired. You know, you're being led to keep going. We got a lot of land here. 40 acres. Yeah, they hate that you're so original. So they tried to create several copies of you. And you're being led right now to drink more water, to clear out those third eye blockages. I'm hearing third eye as well as crown chakra blockages, because they have been attacking your third eye and your crown chakra because they know how intuitive you are. They know, you know, the gifts that you hold. They know because you showed them. You know, you're proof of it. Your energy, your being, like your presence is proof of who you are. They just hate to see it. They hate for others to see it. You know, and that's why they're working so hard to dim your light. That's why they're working so hard, you know, to defame you. And again, all of this behind this stolen inheritance. This card is coming out, and it's going to continue to come out, you know, until resolution is received. Yeah, that's the way you get your respect out these haters. Continue to represent for yourself. You know, have faith, trust, give thanks. Have faith to withstand the doubts and attacks of the enemy. Everything is working out in my favor. In favor of my divine destiny. Everything is working out in favor of my divine destiny. You know. Trust that. Believe it. You have eternal gifts. Yep. And the keys to success are within. So you have been going within. But you are surrounded by Judah's energy carriers. You've been surrounded by Judah's energy carriers. Yeah, they made a creed. They made a creed to come against you. Again, they copied your documents. That stolen intellectual property is being returned to you. 3, 2, 1 on the clock. This is the final countdown. The time is up. Yeah, stop trying to protect these people because they're trying to destroy you. They want to keep up with you just so they can copy, steal, and mock everything that you do. Yeah, because you're a purposeful being. You're standing in this purposeful energy. And if you are reading this, you already won. Yeah, get ready. Everything that you prayed for is on its way to you. These manipulative beings are being exposed at this time. And yes, all of them are guilty as fuck. Again, this is the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Let's cleanse that energy. Let's get back into some inspiration and affirmation call. Thank you, Father God, angels, ancestors, and spiritual guides, for your divine energy. Thank you for the healing that is being ignited at this time. Thank you for the clarity that is being received. Thank you for the awareness. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors, and thank you, spiritual guides. Yes, remain encouraged. Remain encouraged. I know this is a tough time. It's tough. But remain encouraged, because your smile is being restored. And your spiritual elders applaud you for the love, compassion, and respect that you give to your elders on earth. And in this lifetime, you are being rewarded. So 68, you've done your part and you're being rewarded for that. Sit back, relax, reset, and know that every weapon formed against you is being dismantled. Affirm, I am thankful for the protection that surrounds me. My abundance is protected. Angel number 6868. You light up the room. You light up the room. Your divine energy, your love, the compassion that you hold for the world around you. Let's tap into some past life. Feeling some Egyptian ancestry here. I would like to tap into something. And we got the elephant. So I'm getting elephantine triads. Look. I said it was right there. I didn't realize it. It was there. Yep. So let's see. The elephantine triads consist of Nam, Seshat, and Anakit. The curse breaker. That's who you are. Heir of Nefertiti. Amethyst. I see amethyst here. Reclaiming the royal presidents of your ancestors. That's the energy you're standing in. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing at this time. Again, look, it come right back at. Reclaiming the royal presidents of your ancestors. A reincarnated ancient Egyptian deity. 333. You're elevating mind, body, and spirit. You're being made aware of who you are, past, present, future. Yeah, look, there you go, the elephant again. Again, I told you. Elephant. Yep, and amethyst. And look at the purple. All the purple. Confirmation. It's checkmate. Royalty. You're royalty. When the lion roars, baby. There you go, the elephant again. So, and look, last one we got lapis lazuli there. Yeah. Go ahead, the amethyst, the lapis. Get with it. Tiger's eye. So next I'm gonna go into my natural healer's deck. As I'm seeing the healing crystals come out, it's bringing me here, and this will be our final deck before we go ahead and look into our book reading. I like how that kind of just naturally flowed together. Celibacy is key to your ascension. Uh-oh. Yeah, so see, that's why they've been sending in those incubus, succubus energies towards you. They want to break your celibacy. If you've been celibate at this time, there's people that are sending in these incubus. They're coming in, projecting this incubus energy, this succubus energy, you know, sending in agents. But you're transmuting all of that energy. You're transmuting all of that energy. The alchemist. That's what you do. Eat an apple a day to remain grounded. Root chakra maintenance, cleansing, healing, and activation. It got me ready to go grab me an apple out the refrigerator right now. Light a candle, play some music, and cook your favorite meal. And just relax, you know. God got you. Plant-based medicine. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is our book club reading. Healing. The Complete Guide to Healing and Medicinal Herbs. So I have marked here I'll read through the introduction, and then we're gonna just kind of flip in and go in and choose a couple of herbs to that I feel that will be in alignment with our reading today. All right, so the introduction here. Historically, herbs have been grown not only for our ornamental and edible uses, but also for their healing and medicinal power. Throughout the centuries, herbs are grown to treat various ailments, including toothache, open wounds, the pain of childbirth, bronchitis, and digestive problems. Prior to written history, herbal folklore, traditions for the medicinal uses of the herbs were passed down from one generation to another through tightly guarded familial oral histories and hands-on learning experience. Each individual family, tribe, and civilization had its own herbal remedies based on custom and the medicinal plants that were locally available to them. Native American women, for example, would prepare a tea from the root of the cotton plant to alleviate problems associated with childbirth. Medicinally, the root of the cotton plant helps to tighten the uterus and encourage regular menstruation after childbirth. Just learned something. The combination of the written word with explorative nature of the human spirit, however, has allowed cultures to assimilate herbal remedies from a wide range of backgrounds and historical uses into readily available base contemporary treatments. Naturopathic doctors, for instance, often use the ages-old remedy of stinging nettle to eliminate mucus in the treatment of coughs and allergies. Modern cultures around the world continue to incorporate ancient herbal healing traditions into their own medical treatments in effort to improve the quality of life and triumph over illness. All right, so we have throughout history, cultures have relied on the wisdom of prior generations to learn how to use medicinal plants in healing. Examples of significant role that herbs play throughout our history can be found in a variety of cultures around the world. All right. Now let's see what herbs we get out of our deck, and that'll be the herbs that we'll pull from here. All right, so let's see. We're going to go in and focus on sacral chakra healing herbs that will be healing for our sacral chakra, and right behind it I have turmeric. So I'm being guided to pull. Let's see if we have turmeric here in this book. I feel like it will. And then we have squash and zucchini and sage. All right. So let's see. Let me look at the teas. Wow. Okay, so they don't have turmeric here, but they do have thyme. Let's see, let's see about sage. Okay, so we do have sage. I am really surprised that they don't have turmeric, but they do have the sage. So let's see. Let's go into sage. Let's see what our sage is going to do for us at this time. 127. And sage is taking us to page 127 of this book. Look, I just see page 140 for the green fairy. We'll come back to that. Okay, so sage. The description. Native to the Mediterranean, sage is a popular culinary herb that also has a multitude of health benefits. Sage is characterized by leafy green stalks with spikes of purple flowers. Hardy in zones 5 through 9, sage grows up to 2 feet high and 3 feet wide. When to plant. Sage can be started directly from seed. Sage can grow outdoors. 333 on the clock. Again, we're elevating mind, body, and spirit. We're exercising our mind, our body, and our spirit at this time. All right. So, sage grows 2 feet high and 3 feet wide. When to plant. Sage can be started directly from seed. Sage can grow outdoors in the garden, but will also do well grown in containers indoors. Sage can be planted or sown directly into the outdoor garden 1 week prior to the last frost date. Plant at least 36 inches apart to allow for full growth. Sun and soil. Sage prefers warm and sunny location but does not like extreme heat. It is not picky about soil, but like most herbs, it does require well-draining soil. When to harvest. Sage should not be harvested until its second year of growth. You know, so this is a plant we're going to plant, and we're going to take our time with it. We're going to practice patience. After the first year, harvest the sage as needed throughout the season. Parts to use. So not only are we being led to, to incorporate the sage into our routine, into our daily living, but we're also being led to garden at this time. So if you've been thinking about it, go ahead on, get you some soil, and pick a plant. All right, when to harvest. Sage should not be harvested until its second year of growth. After the first year, harvest sage is as needed throughout the season. Okay, so after that first year, once you harvest in that second year, you can harvest as needed throughout the season. And the parts used. The leaves of the sage are used for fresh and dry culinary healing purposes. In addition to being used to flavor meals, sage can also be used as a medicinal tea. Medicinal benefits. Sage can be used to treat a variety of ailments, including depression, anxiety, circulation. And we did get the Overcoming Depression card come out in our reading. Including depression, anxiety, circulation, You know, and we also got the social anxiety card. So including depression, excuse me, I'm getting excited. Depression, anxiety, circulation problems, and menopausal concerns. Sage also has an antiseptic property, which is beneficial in treating laryngitis when used as a gargle. Additionally, sage can be used to cleanse the mouth and the teeth. Self-heal. Self-heal, okay, that's a new plant we're getting into. All right, let's see what else we have. So our sacral chakra is what we're talking about. And turmeric, you know, turmeric is good for the skin. It's good for anti-inflammatory. You know, it's good. It's an overall, you know, immunity boosting herb, you know, respiratory infections, mood disorder. And it also is great for treating depression. You know, and I believe that it is going to also activate that sacral chakra healing that is needed at this time. Okay, we got the pelican here. You know, so you're creating community. We had the creating communities card to come out, leading with wisdom, you know. Someone wanted to make you a sacrifice where you're being resurrected at this time. Look at Black Eyed Peas. We just left the New Year's season. I got some Black Eyed Peas in there, and I was thinking about doing something with them the other day. Because I didn't make my Black Eyed Peas for New Year's. I forgot about it. Oranges are essential as you heal from toxic soul ties, promotes sacral healing, energizes your divine feminine and divine masculine. And I'm going to leave it there because that basically ties up what we were looking to get out of this message today. Yep. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you receive what it is that God has for you from this message. You know, thank you again for joining me. And the book that we read from today, again, was The Complete Guide to Healing and Medicinal Herbs by Wendy Vincent. You know, and we'll be getting more into this, you know, because definitely the natural healing energy, you know, that's the energy we're standing in at this time. You know, supernatural healers, supernatural beings, you know, tapping into our spiritual gifts, tapping into the powers, you know, that are within. You know, look at a pelican again flying. Yeah, so you flying high, you know. You flying high. You flying high. You might want to get you some turquoise. You flying high. You flying high at this time. So you had the hawk as well as the pelican to come out in this reading. Big birds, big energy. You know, soaring. You know, stay above these holes. God bless.